Hello and welcome everyone to Asimit Education. I'm Amit Mishra. I will be teaching you the NCERT Geography in this video presentation series. Firstly, we will start with class 11th NCERT Geography and gradually we will cover up the class 12th as well. So in this video presentation, we will learn about India, size and location. So let's begin. The world is divided into 7 major continents, namely Asia, Africa, Europe, South America, North America, and Australia, Antarctica as well. Indian subcontinent is the part of Asia continent and which lies entirely in the northern hemisphere. As we can see, it is above the 0° latitude or equator. It has its position in between the North Asia and South Asia. The mainland of India extends from Kashmir in north to Kanyakumari in south, and Arunachal Pradesh in east to Gujarat in west. India's territorial limit further extends towards the sea up to 12 nautical miles according to international sea law. And our southern boundary extends up to 6° 45 minutes in the south because of presence of Andaman and Nicobar group of island. Towards the east, we have Bay of Bengal, and towards the west, we have Arabian Sea. The Andaman and Nicobar group of islands are present in Indian Sea, whereas the Lakshadweep group of islands are present in Arabian Sea towards the western coast of India. The landmass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometers. India's total area accounts for about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. From this figure, it is clear that India is the 7th largest country in the world after Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil, and Australia. India has the land boundary of about 15,200 kilometers and total length of coastline of the mainland including Andaman and Nicobar Lakshadweep Island is 7,516.6 kilometers. India is bounded by young-formed mountain belts that are Himalayas in the northwest, north and northeast. South of about 22° north latitude, the Indian subcontinent begins to taper and extends towards the Indian Ocean. So it divides the Indian Ocean into two parts. In the east, it is Indian Sea, and in the west, it is Arabian Sea. We can notice from this figure that the latitudinal and longitudinal extents of Indian mainland is about 30°. Despite this fact, the east-west extent of India appears to be smaller than the north-south extent. We can notice that east-west extent is 2933 kilometers, whereas the south and north extent is 3214 kilometers. The reason for this that the latitude lines have similar distances everywhere on the globe, whereas the longitude line tapers towards the pole. We can notice in this diagram the distance between two latitude lines is similar starting from equator to pole. Whereas if we notice the distance between the longitude lines at the equator, it is maximum and these lines are going to join at the pole. So this distance keep on decreasing towards the pole in northern and southern hemisphere. From Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours, as the time along standard meridian of India, that is 82.30° passing from Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh, is taken as a standard for the time for the whole country. The latitudinal extent influences the day and night as one moves from south to north. Because Earth rotates on its axis 360° in 24 hours. So the part of Earth which faces the Sun encounters the daylight condition and which is away from the Sun encounters the night condition, because it rotates 360 degree in 24 hours, so it rotates 15 degree in 1 hour. Because India has got latitudinal extent of 30 degree, so the time difference between its two extreme east and west point is 2 hours. That's why we have taken a standard passing from 82 degree 30 minutes, so it represents the mean standard time for India. Indian landmass has a central location between the East and West Asia, as we can notice from this diagram. India is the southwest extension of the Asian continent. The trans-ocean routes which connects the countries of Europe in the west and countries of East Asia provides a strategic central location to the India. We can notice that Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, thus it helps in India to establish the close contact with the West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coast, and Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. There is no other country which has such a long coastline on the Indian Ocean as India has. So naming of Indian Ocean get justified because of such a long coastline of India. The world have continued through ages, but her relationship to the land route are much more older than the ocean routes. The various passes across the mountain in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers, while the ocean restricted such interactions for the long time in the past. These routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. The ideas of Upanishad and Ramayana and stories of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals and decimal system thus could reach to many parts of the world. The spices, muslins, and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. On the other hand, the influences of Greek sculpture and architectural style and minerals from the West Asia can be seen in different parts of our country. So this world map represents the position of India and its different neighboring countries. India occupies an important strategic position in the South Asia. India has 28 states and 9 union territories. India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, that is Tibet, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Our southern neighbors are Sri Lanka and Maldives, which are islands. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Palk Strait and Gulf of Mannar, whereas the Maldives Islands are situated south of the Lakshadweep Island. And India has a strong geographical and historical links with her neighboring countries. This map is Topographical Map of India, which represents its relief variations. Now we will solve different objective problems present in our NCERT book. The first problem is the Tropic of Cancer does not passes through, and the options are Rajasthan, Odisha, Chhattisgarh and Tripura. We can clearly see in this picture that Tropic of Cancer passes through Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Tripura, Mizoram, and of course from the Rajasthan as well. So in our option Odisha is present, it do not passes through Odisha. Our second problem is the easternmost longitude of India is. So we can see in this picture that easternmost longitude is 97 degree 25 minutes and the westernmost longitude is 68 degree 7 minutes. Similarly, we can remember for the latitude values, the northmost latitude is 37 degree 6 minutes and the southernmost latitude is 6 degree 45 minutes if we include the Andaman and Nicobar island, and if we see the mainland, then it is 8 degree 4 minutes above the equator. Our next question is Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and Sikkim have common frontiers with. The options are China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar. So we can see from this diagram that here we have Uttar Pradesh, we have Uttarakhand over here, we have Bihar in this region, we have West Bengal over here up to this point, and we have Sikkim over here. So these have common frontiers with Nepal. Now the next problem is if you visit to Kavarati during the summer vacations, which one of the following union of territories of India will you going to? So answer. So thank you very much. Today we have learned the first chapter of geography, that was India, location and size. We will continue with other chapters in the coming days. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.